So again, I'll just bring up my Nalgene bottle, right? So what other things go with Nalgene's? Like maybe lids. It's probably a bad idea, but the lifestyle of Nalgene in general, maybe the top avatars that I can think of, people that purchase would be like, there's the office worker avatar, there's the school kid avatar, there is the sports enthusiast avatar that can be broken into sub avatar groups, right? So there's like the athlete that works out in the maybe the gym, and then there's a person that goes hiking, right? So let's say that I'm building out lifestyle imagery around this. If I'm targeting, if I'm wanting people to know that I am the name, I'm not going to start advertising to them and saying, buy my water bottle, it's great for the office. No, I'm going to go to my audience and I'm going to ask them to start taking photos of themselves using it in their day-to-day life. And I'm going to start building a community around of people that are passionate about telling my story and empowering them, whatever that may be, right? So let's just pick, I think the core thing with the core tying thing between all these audiences would be healthy living, probably, because people know that it's healthy to drink water.
Sure.
Right. That's why there's like all these giant, I don't know if you've seen this trend, but there is like a trend of like these like drink a gallon a day. And
Oh
there's like
yeah.
these gigantic water bottles that are just huge. Right. I have one. I have one. One of my team members convinced me to buy one. And she got everybody on the entire company to buy one of these stupid water bottles.
Well, yeah. Is everybody using it? That's the main
Well, I
question.
mean, it's in the cupboard, but I mean, that coming back to like using it is all about community. You
Right.
are who you hang around.
Right.
So if you can reverse engineer how you can keep community talking about what it is that you do, then you're going to stay at the forefront of people's thoughts. And coming back to the psychology of influence and where people overestimate things is we place too much value on the Jeff Bezos and the Gary Vaynerchuks of the world, right? These big shining stars that are like beacons, right? Kim
Yeah.
Kardashian, all these folks. But we underemphasize the normal person, the person that is your avatar. Now, one of my friends told me this the other day, because I feel like one of my superpowers is just being a friend, honestly. Like, when I love going to events and I love making friends. And not just do I love making friends, I love helping people. And one of the best ways that I can help people is by connecting somebody to somebody else, right? Like, I just love, I love helping businesses. And when I get super excited when people tell me business ideas, because like that's when my brain juices start flowing and I'm like, have you tried this? Have you tried this? Have you met this person? Have you tried this software? Have you done this? You know, I'm going to give you all the advice you never asked for. But
You are the ultimate word of mouth person.
oh, I love it. I love it. Because like, and this is where I've been, I'm an advisor for Carbon 6, and all that means is that I tell them my opinion on things. I and they asked me to be an advisor, and what I get out of that is I get some free software, and I get to tell them what I like about it and what I don't like about it, and then I get to tell that to the community, right? Because like anyway, I've been telling them this for months. Like, I think in general most affiliate programs are broken. I think that they're garbage, generally speaking, because let's say like when it gets suspect when you say, well, click my link, right? Well, it goes from a strong recommendation to a why are you recommending this, right? So think of this. Let's say you're out to dinner with friends. I mean, this happens all the time. Like, we're over at a friend's house enjoying, having beers on the Friday night or something, right? And they tell us this, oh my gosh, there is this new restaurant that just opened up. It is amazing. You've got to go check it out. If they were to say, oh my gosh, there's this new restaurant that just opened up, and make sure that you tell them that we sent you, then it would say, oh, okay, why? Or if it's like, well, they're going to get you in the door quicker. That's a different reason than, well, because I get 20% discount. I get a 20% referral
Sure.
fee, right? This is the issue with influencer marketing in general and tracking performance. When it goes from a standard I'm loving hiking, and Nalgene helps me hike longer, like, right? Like helps me stay hydrated, whatever, right? And I'm just taking photos of it. Versus, buy this now, it falls flat because then it goes, people are like, well, why are you promoting this? Now, if it's a name brand and the brand has brand equity that people can trust, they're not going to think it's suspect. But when you have, I'm sorry, Susie, the Amazon seller, but nobody's ever heard of your brand. And when you're trying to build your brand and you're being so dogmatic about making sure that you have the tracking links and all that stuff, which again, I'm not saying that's bad, but when it causes people to question the integrity and the motivation of the person who's promoting it because they've never heard of you, right? They've never heard of you. They're going to think, well, this person's only promoting it for the money, so I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah, I mean, it's ultimately what we talked about earlier. Money is never the driver. It's
It's
about
never the driver.
the authenticity. It has to be authentic. And
Yeah,
what you said just a minute ago about these shining stars, that's not really who's going to influence you as much
no,
as an average person who's doing it, because that average person is authentic. You
right.
can trust. And we watch movies, everybody loves celebrities, but can you really take them seriously when they are doing something or promoting something? They're getting paid for it. They're professionals.
No,
They're acting, right? But if
yeah,
you come along and you talk about your life experience and you talk about how a particular product was always there for you, then they're going to trust you more because yours is an authentic story.
exactly.
And that's what it comes
That
down to.
I mean, that's it. It has to come down to the fact that you value every single one of your customers. Now, one of the things that Amazon gets really right is, and that Jeff Bezos did a great job early on, was he said, well, their tagline with Amazon was customer obsession.
Right.
And I think we have a lot to learn from that, because if you can look at every single customer and treat that person, when was the last time that you felt so valued and respected by some company that they bought a customer for life? That's what that Tamara Rabinovich, if you know him, he talks about 6-star customer experience, and I love that. And it's he and I are right on the same page with this, because you need to think through, how can you make every single one of your customers such a raving lunatic fan that they can't help but telling everyone they know about you.
Do you know the pull the cord uh, method or program or whatever they call it? Are you familiar with that? Pull the cord.
No.
It's the pull the cord. It's the pull the cord something, but it goes back to Toyota. So
Okay.
the CEO of Toyota, one day he implements this program where he believes that since it's an assembly line production, if any one of the workers, assembly line workers, finds something that may jeopardize the entire production line, he actually had installed these cords running above head. Any assembly line worker could reach out and pull the cord, which would stop the entire production. So Jeff Bezos implemented that procedure